Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, May 30th, 2016. How are you? How's it going? How are you? Oh, look at you. What are you doing for Memorial Day? Yeah? Yeah, did you fill up the above-ground pool? Oh, God bless you. God bless you. I'll be over with a couple of Millers. You know what I've been drinking late? Stacy, yeah, over here. You know what I've been drinking lately? I don't know why. I started drinking the Coors Light again. Remember them silver bullets, fucking prom night? How many did you get in your clam? Oh, Jesus Christ. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Thank you to everybody in the military for doing what it is that you do. So that morons like me can run their fucking yaps and not have a black van pull up and take me away to get re-educated. That's it. Happy day off on a Monday. They should have one of these a fucking month, you know? They should have 1 3-day weekend a month. If Donald Trump or Bernie Sanders would get on board with that. The two candidates that the people want. The people want to vote for either one of them two, and they're going to ram old Hillary right down your fucking old cuckoo clock face herself, right down your fucking throats. That's what they're going to do. I watched this clip on Facebook, so you know it had to be true, where Chris Matthews, right, was basically just mind-fucking everybody, saying that Hillary was going to win it and blah, 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 just saying when she wins it and all that type of shit. He wasn't doing like a dude I called it type of thing. He's just doing that like the rich liberals, you know, those ones, you know, the ones who act like they care about anybody else. They're worse than rich Republicans, because Republicans don't act like they give a fuck about other people. But rich liberals, they're the fucking worst. Bleeding heart, you know, caring about everybody in their fucking gated communities. Oh, Jesus, Bill, what the fuck did you have for breakfast? What did I have for breakfast? I had 2 eggs over easy. 2 eggs over easy. And I always buy these eggs from this fucking Lilly's farm, because it sounds like it's some chick down the street who just has a hen house and she's making them for my neighborhood. But God knows, you know, it's some giant corporation. And I don't know what the fuck they're doing with these eggs. They have the thinnest / hardest eggshells ever. So if you tap real lightly, boop, 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 in the bottom of the fucking pan, they will not break. And if you get, then there's one fucking sweet spot that you hit the fucking eggshell that will actually crack and it won't break the yolk. All right? I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I do not break egg yolks. Okay? And I'm also superstitious when it comes to breaking egg yolks. I feel like if you break the fucking yolk, that means your day is going to be a shit show. Right? It's a metaphor. You had a plan and the whole thing went to shit, and then you got to scramble it up, right? That's how I look at it. So not only did I broke one, the other one was okay. But then I was just so fucking frustrated, because you want them runny, because then you still have the nutrition in there, right? All these people that have it over hard. Yeah, over hard like your fucking arteries, right? So I go to flip the thing, and I'm so fucking frustrated that it's going to turn into basically a fried egg sandwich. I got mad, and I go to flip the other one. I broke that one too. And I just was in my kitchen by myself going, yeah, there you go. Fuck the whole thing, right? Yeah, fuck the whole thing. And Nene downstairs, are you all right? Yeah, fine. What are you doing? Just making some eggs, honey. Doesn't sound like it. Oh, God. Here comes the interrogation, right? Here comes the fucking interrogation. Like Norbert Leo Butts' wife on Bloodline. Oh, my God. That character is driving me up the fucking wall. Not saying the actress. She's phenomenal. But that whole dynamic. It's like, can you just shut up? Can you leave the man alone? Is anybody watching Bloodline? I'm not going to ruin any of this shit, but you got to fucking watch it. You got to watch it. I'm like, I'm already 5 episodes into season 2. It just came out. You know, I had a nice 3-day weekend. So Billy fucking Red Cakes here. I've been fucking Netflix the whole weekend. I started off the weekend. I watched The Do-Over, Adam Sandler's new movie with David Spade. It was fucking great. I always love Sandler's fucking movies, and I love Spade's character. It's hard to talk about a movie without saying what the fuck happens. Just watch it, and also just being a fan of people out here in Hollywood that do their own goddamn thing. I guess Sandler's movies crush it on Netflix, so he's like, well, why fucking take it to the movie theater? I'll just take it right to you. So he cut a deal with them for like his next, 4 to 6 movies, and they went right to that. So I believe this is the first one, and I fucking loved it, man. I loved it. I can't say what happens, but there was this one thing that Sandler did, and I was like, that's probably going to be the most disgusting thing I'm going to see for the first half of the year, and then something else happens that involves a fucking old lady. So there you go. I just primed the pump. Check it out if you get a chance. And I've been watching Bloodline, and then somebody else recommended I Am Road Comic, and it was about just these comics, Wayne Fetterman and these guys doing this road gig, and enjoyed all of that. And but I mentioned earlier that check those out if you can. Check them out if you can. Anyways, so I mentioned earlier that I am in a much more upbeat mood than I have been in a while, you know? And I know what you're thinking, Bill. Oh, what'd you get, another bottle of booze? No, not at all. Not at all. I finally went to a chiropractor, all right? I went to a chiropractor, and I never go to the doctor, all right? Because that's how I was brought up. Christ, I'm telling you, Billy, Christ, you're going to get down there and they're going to find something and they're just going to charge you up the fucking wazoo. Just take a goddamn aspirin, all right? You hang from a pull-up bar, you'll be fine, all right? I came from a family in a town where you didn't go to the fucking doctor. If you went to the fucking, you don't go to the doctor. You don't take your car to a mechanic because they're going to fucking find something. So I finally go to the chiropractor because at this point, I told you, I'm literally in the writer's room. I have cushions from this couch on the floor, and I lay on the floor, and I call it floor pitching. I just pitch jokes laying on the floor, and then when it gets to some critical part of the story, I then stand up to see what's going on, and then I lay back down again, and then I just lay on the ground. What if Frank said, I'll put you through the fucking wall, right? That's what I do. So I finally couldn't take it anymore, and a buddy of mine who works on the show said I got a great chiropractor, and I finally was just like, you know what? You got to let that fucking suburban Boston shit go, okay? There's no way if they always fucked up, everybody would still be going to him. So I end up going down there, and this guy was a fucking wizard. Unbelievable, right? He literally, put his hand right in my lower back and was just pushing on my spine, on one side of it, and was going, it seems like you have an older injury here from a long time ago. And I was like, yeah, how the fuck did you know that? He goes, I could tell because this is bulge. I had a bulging disc. And he goes, hey, I go, yeah, fucking when I was in 4th grade, I was into wrestling, and a buddy of mine knew how to do the figure 4 leg lock, and unfortunately the only way to teach someone how to do it is to put him in it. And he put me in the fucking thing, and when I sat up to try to free my leg, that was the first time I felt something go out in my back. And then the next time was playing football freshman year of high school, pickup football. I didn't play organized. Because I got a D in math in 5th grade, and that was my retirement. Like when Jordan retired in 2003, except I won one championship, and I never returned. But anyways, he was able to fix all of that shit. I immediately felt better. The next day I was sore, and then over the weekend, like last night for the first time in 2 months, I was able to sit down for a significant period of time and have no pain whatsoever. And I just been doing all these stretches. And the biggest one is I've been doing the up dog yoga stretch for your psoas muscle in the front. I just thought it connected your top to your bottom, just where your hips were, and it ran perpendicular to your waist. I didn't realize that it came up and then kind of made like an S turn right to the middle of your body. He was explaining it to me. I forget what it is, but I've been stretching that thing and doing my Vietnamese gambler squat. and a couple of runners stretch, and I think by this time next week I should be right as rain. And dude, he fucking cracked my back. I didn't know he was going to do it. I was laying on my back, and he goes, all right, bring your knees up, bring them over to the side, just let it relax, let me have all the weight, and fucking right there, Fred. And I just started fucking laughing like, dude, what the fuck? Because I always thought it was like they were cracking your bones. I guess there's gas that they're releasing in there. I have no fucking idea. But anyways, I don't know. I that's something I always have to remember, that just because something's a racket doesn't mean that there's not somebody that's really good at it. You know what I mean? Like, think of the reputation that comedians have. We don't have a good reputation. We're on off stage. We're attention whores. We got the fucking lampshades on our head, and we tell fucking awful jokes. Yet, despite that, there's still your fucking, Dave Attell's, Chappelle's, Louis C.K.'s, and all of those fucking guys. So that's I guess what you got to do. You got to find the Louis C.K. of chiropractors before you fucking go in, and I think I did. So I don't know. I don't even know how to get out of this. This was just something good happened to me, and I told you the story, and nothing bad happened, so I don't have any jokes about it. Other than I couldn't find the fucking place. I was driving over with my phone, right? It's directing me over there, and then in the last second, right when I needed it, where the building was, I hit like a dead zone, and I had nothing. And I walked up to the building. It was one of those partially rented buildings, so it looked like it was abandoned from where I was. And I'm looking in, and by now I'm already losing my shit. I'm like, great, there's nobody even in this fucking building's abandoned. And then I just see this nurse walk by looking at me with their scrubs on. Like, what the fuck is your problem? Then I had to kind of be like, play it off and then kind of follow her around to the part of the building that was actually being used. I swear to God, man, I need to learn how to have patience. I have zero fucking patience. I have zero fucking tolerance. All of that shit. And I don't know. It's really going to be the death of me. I really got to learn to just fucking relax. It's weird. Little shit fucking drives me up the wall. Major shit or major pains in the ass, I just laugh and I don't care. Yesterday I was driving my lovely wife back went over to the mall. She picked up a few things. We got all the way home. My back was starting to kill me, and she realized she left one of her shopping bags in a store, and she flipped the fuck out. And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, I don't give a shit, right? I drive all the way back. My back's killing me. I didn't give a fuck. Totally relaxed. I was fine, right? But then, like, an old lady walks in a crosswalk, and I have to wait an extra 6 seconds to make a left, and I literally have a meltdown. For the life of me, I can't figure out why that is. But anyways, speaking of great stand-up comedians, Doug Stanhope put something up. He wrote something. He's friends with Johnny Depp, and he's going through this brutal fucking divorce. And I just want to give him props for sticking up for his friend and everything and saying something, because you know what's really so fucked up? All right? It's all the shit that happens to women, that guys do to women, is fucked up. But there has been a slight overcorrection now where if a woman just says you do something, before you're ever tried or convicted, it just gets put in the paper. It gets put all over the internet, and then all you fucking morons, or 90% of you on the fucking internet, just take it as truth. Take it as fun. Why do you take it as truth? Because you want it to be true? Because he's doing better than you in life? I mean, it's fucking unbelievable. I really believe this, okay? If somebody gets accused, okay, of rape or domestic violence, they should not publicize the person's name until they're convicted of it. I think that's more than fair, considering all the fucking dopes out there that the second they read something, it's got to be true. You know? Let it fucking see what happens first. See what the fuck happens first. All that whole thing now, that all you got to do is just say it. The amount of fucking guys who've been falsely accused of that shit it's like you're literally fucking with their ability to get a job. You're fucking with their reputation. You know the deal, dude. Like domestic violence and anything involving sex, that shit never goes away. So I don't know. I just want to, give Stanhope fucking props for actually sticking up for the guy, because there's a lot of people, because of the stigma around that, even if they know it isn't true, they're afraid to throw their hat in the fucking ring, right? Now, I don't know what the fuck happened or whatever, okay? I'm just saying the fact that somebody finally just said, hey, this guy hasn't been tried for anything yet. He's a friend of mine. I know he would never do this. It was refreshing to finally read that, and for somebody to finally say, what I believe is you shouldn't put somebody's name out there until, 100% tried and convicted. They definitely did that shit. And then if they did, tar and feather them. But to do that to somebody, and also to give that weapon to somebody that they can just fucking say that and blackmail you with that and really destroy your reputation, I don't know, it's fucking reprehensible. So there's another thing that isn't really funny. It's like all those Duke lacrosse players. This shit, they just fucking faces all over the fucking... And to this day, despite the fact that they were totally vindicated, despite the fact that there was the 30 for 30 talking about how bad they got railroaded, despite all of that, that's still going to affect their lives. There's still going to be somebody going, yeah, but something happened. Somebody when they get mad and they got nothing else to say, they're going to call him a rapist or something like that. You fucking know that they're going to. So, I don't know. It was good to see. And of course it was Stanhope. Stanhope's a good fucking man. As is Johnny Depp, by the way. A few times, he's a big stand-up fan. He comes out to shows. He's fucking humble as hell. Gentle, one of the most gentle fucking people ever. You know what I mean? Look, listen to me. Listen how the fuck I talk. You know what I mean? You'd understand it if it came, somebody said that about me, that he fucking snapped like Posey and fucking Dirty Dozen. I don't know. I barely know the guy. I've only met him a few fucking times, but like, I really tend to believe what the fuck Stanhope is saying. And I 100% believe that you should not be putting somebody's fucking name out there just because somebody said it. It's fucking unbelievable. This fucking state is brutal. She's going for fucking spousal support, Going for fucking spousal support, which means he's got to pay her for like the rest of her fucking life. She married the guy for 15 fucking months. And you know what kills me about that person? She's going to fucking go to the Beyonce concert, right? All the ladies independent. And you watch her throw a fucking hand up. Oh, that shit gets me heated. All right, here we go. Is there any fucking ribbons for guys falsely accused of rape and domestic violence? Do they get their month? Will the NFL wear a color for them? Of course they won't. They don't give a fuck. Anyways. All right, here we go. Let's talk about that Game 6. Holy fucking shit. Game 6, OKC, Golden State Warriors. And when I say holy fucking shit, not only do I mean it was a great game, I mean holy fucking shit. You guys are going to have to sit here and listen to a man who never watches basketball talk about basketball. Actually, I watched the most I've watched this year, and I watched the Celtics mainly. Fucking brutal, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I always root for the underdog, so I was going for OKC, right? And, Golden State got theirs last year. I've been to a home game of the Thunder. The fans are fucking unreal. And I love their stadium. It's like a college stadium. It's not like fucking triple-decker luxury boxes like down the Staples Center, which every time I go in there, there's a part of me that gets really sad for like true Laker fans, true King fans, true Clipper fans, that they got banished that fucking high up. It's fucking ridiculous. They got a goddamn nightclub in there. Where you can hang out afterwards. It's the stupidest shit ever, right? And meanwhile, all the real fans that have been hanging out. The only real fan in the lower level at the Lakers game, you got two, Diane Cannon and Jack Nicholson. They've been there for fucking ever. And I think it was Jack first. But anyways, and I saw Kevin Durant play when he was still, I saw him at Key Arena when he was still with the Sonics, and I was at that game when OKC was playing the Miami Heat and Chris Bosh got in one of the Thunder's guys' faces, and Durant immediately walked over and said some shit and broke it up, and then he was really fucking, looked like not yelling, but just laying down the law to his teammate. And afterwards they asked him what he said. He said, I just told him there's a lot of phony tough guys in the league, and that guy's one of them. And right there, I mean, he was like 22, 23 when he did it. I was like, yeah, you got it. You can't not love that guy, right? So I'm rooting for these guys. And it's the classic fucking thing about a team that knows how to win, another one that didn't. They had those they actually won the fucking game. They had I can't say they won. They had it won. They were up by 7 with 4.5 minutes left, and they were playing like they were down by 15. And fucking the Warriors, they were like this patient, when you see when a python grabs something and it wraps itself around you and it just chilling. And every time you exhale, it just fucking goes a little tighter and a little tighter, and then you're like, you can't even fucking breathe, you pass out and it's over. That's all they did. If you rewatch that game, they never increased the tempo of their game. They just they were like Jason in Friday the 13th. When someone's running away? OKC was the victim, running away, looking over their shoulders so they're tripping over logs and shit, and they just fucking walked up on them, and that was it. Fucking machete to the back of the neck. They were playing like they were down by 15 when they were up by 7, and then they just started coming down the court. They stopped passing the fucking ball, and that was one of the most devastating losses I've seen of a home team in a long fucking time. They just ripped their hearts out, fucking held it up to their faces, and then threw it in the crowd. There was dead fucking silence, except for those 20 unbelievable, stereotypical jerk-off California sports fans that hung around. They are the fucking worst. Not all of them, but 80% of them. They are the fucking... Maybe there was a touch of the YOLO douche that was fucking going on, right? The white guys with the hat to the side, and two of them DJ, right? They were standing behind all of the fucking announcers there. Nia killed me when we were watching it. She was fucking making fun of Shaq. She said he's wearing this big blue suit, this big round head. She said he looked like one of those talking M&Ms. Anyways, but Jesus Christ, Klay Thompson, my God. At what point are you going to cover the guy? This is what's so fucked up about the NBA. When whatever was fuck his name, when Steph Curry goes down the lane for like the 50th fucking time, a little crossover here, little damn whoopee whoopee doo, and he's in the air. Back in the day, that you would have got fucking brought down to earth on the back of your head. That would have been it, and everyone would have stood up and pushed and shoved, and nobody would have got ejected. He's fucking, that's something, because I watched very little basketball for a long time during my stand-up career, and I just cannot believe the way you can just coast down the fucking lane. You know what I mean? Back in the day, if you tried to go down the lane, you had to be a fucking man. You knew you were going to, you could get away with it once, maybe twice, and then that was it. It was like when Michael Vick was running around as a quarterback. You knew eventually one of those linebackers was going to have an opportunity. And it was going to, if you're a running quarterback, eventually, it's almost like considered like, I feel it's considered like a cheap fucking play. Like, we got you guys covered, you know what I mean? And then you're just going to fucking, run and then fucking slide on your ass for a first down. That makes people mad on the defense. And eventually, you're not going to have time to go down, or they don't give a fuck that you're going down, and they're going to take the fine. And I'm amazed how that has been taken out of the fucking game. These guys just glide. Watch, I want to say when McHale hit Rambis, I don't even know if there was a foul. There must have been a foul, but nobody was ejected. That would have been like, I don't know, whatever the suspensions are nowadays, 3 to 5 game suspensions. But anyways, Klay Thompson, Jesus Christ, the fucking guy was unconscious. And I got to tell you, man, the only reason why I think OKC can win Game 7 is nobody thinks they can. And that always makes me feel like Vegas is going to win a ton of fucking money. I actually have a bet. I called in the I Am Rappaport podcast. Because Rappaport, anytime anything bad happens to fucking Boston teams, he's just got a hard-on for it, you know what I mean? And then he tries to act like he doesn't give a fuck about baseball. And then when I bring up how successful the Yankees are, he flips out. That's right. When we fucking prison raped you, he flips out. It literally ages that man. What has happened over the last decade and a half, what we have accomplished with only 4 teams, even our fucking soccer team, if you want to throw that in, right? Even they won a championship. It absolutely fucking devastates that man. You know, and all he's got is the 2 giant Super Bowls, which, to be honest with you, you know, I don't give a fuck. If you told me 15 years ago, hey, the Patriots are going to go to 6 Super Bowls and win 4 of them, do you think I'm going to cry about the other 2? I don't give a fuck. 4-2, I'll fucking take that. You know who else would take that? The fucking Giants. If they could have gone to 6 and won 4, and why wouldn't you? Well, you know something? They would probably say winning 2 against the Patriots was better. And I would actually believe that. So whatever, you know what I mean? But that's the kind of sports fan I am. I don't have this blind hatred, you know? This is the thing about me. As much as I sound like I'm upper deck, I'm really not. I am the way I drink. I am the way I talk, the way I curse. I am an upper deck guy. But I am a logical son of a bitch. I'm not saying I'm box seats. I'm on the mezzanine level. Okay? I'm just that much closer to the field. Now, Rappaport is upper deck all day. All fucking day. And if he hears this, he's going to say he's actually proud of it. Rappaport's that guy at the top of the fucking stadium going, is anybody looking? And he fucking takes a piss up in the corner. You know what I mean? He actually really is more like a Philly fan than a New York fan. He can't help it. He just can't help it. The man has, and when I hear his hatred towards Boston sports, and when I hear his excitement every time they reinstate the Brady suspension, it just makes me, I can't even tell you how happy it makes me that there's a New York sports fan that is experiencing this level of joy that something bad is finally happening to a Boston team this century. It never used to be that way. You know? You know what New York sports fans are to Boston fans? They're like your big brother that could beat you up until you were about 14. And then you finally kicked his ass, you know, threw him down the flight of stairs, you know, you felt him quit, and it's fucking over. You know, but it's never over because you know at some point in your 30s, something's gonna happen at like a family reunion, and they're gonna come at you one more time, right? You just give them the old front face lock, right? And do a back body drop, and then it's fucking over. Once you hear their body hit that linoleum floor, right? Their ankle just clips the counter. They're fucking done. I love Rappaport, you know? All right, he's another pasty fucking human being who's out of his fucking mind, just like me. All right, let's read a little bit of advertising. A little advertising here for, and when I say little, I mean little. We only got 2 reads, everybody. Oh, when you try to make the reads funny, there goes the honey, right out the fucking door. All right, Dollar Shave Club, everybody. Guys, I/we really appreciate you listening to the show and wanted to do something to thank you. Who writes this? So I/we contacted my/our friends at dollarshaveclub.com and arranged for them to give new members a month of the executive razor for free, just for buying a tube of Dr. Kabi's Easy Shave Butter. I didn't do this. This is a bald-faced lie. I never did this. I'm/we're super excited they're doing it for you. Listen, can I just put it in my own words? Dollar Shave Club's got a great fucking deal. I'm happy they're doing this for you because when I was your age, I had to pay through the nose for fucking expensive fucking razor blades that are made out of fucking plastic. in recycled Coke cans, and they charge you like fucking $25 for a pack. It's complete horseshit. Somebody saw the opportunity to be like, hey, what if I didn't make a 900 million% profit and I just made a fucking 100% profit? Right? This guy here at Dollar Shave Club, he's like the Robin Hood of the shaving industry. All right, here's the deal. DollarShaveClub.com delivers amazing razors right to your fucking door for a third of the price of what the greedy razor corporations charge you. That means when you join Dollar Shave Club, you can afford to shave with a fresh blade anytime you want, which feels fantastic. Get first-class shave when you use the executive blade. That's without even hurting your wallet. And when you use the executive with their Dr. Carver's shave butter, the blade just gently glides for the smoothest shave ever. Shave butter isn't your average shave cream. It's a unique conditioning formula with high-quality natural ingredients, leaving your skin feeling unbelievably soft and smooth. Now's a great time to join Dollar Shave Club. I'm drinking the Coors Light again. New members who buy a tube of shave butter get a month of the executive razor for free. Take advantage of this special offer today. It's available by going to dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. All right. Oh, Blue Apron, everybody. Blue Apron, what's going on? You dating? You got somebody coming over and you want to cook them a meal, but you're not confident with your cooking skills? No worries. Blue Apron's here. All right. Not all ingredients are created equal. Fresh, high-quality ingredients taste better and are better for you, so it's important to know where your food comes from. Blue Apron knows when you cook with incredible ingredients, you make incredible meals. So they set the highest quality standards for their community of artisanal suppliers, family-run farms, fisheries, and ranchers. How would you investigate something like that? This is like some Trump shit. We have the greatest food ever. Whether it's Japanese ramen noodles, wild-caught Alaskan salmon, or heirloom tomatoes, Blue Apron is bringing you the best for less than $10 per meal. $10 per meal. Come on. Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes along with pre-portioned ingredients to make delicious home-cooked meals. New recipes are created each week by Blue Apron's culinary team and are not repeated within a year. That's fucking crazy. Flexible. Customers, your recipes each week are based on your preferences. Choose delivery options if it fits your needs. There's no weekly commitment. So you only get deliveries when you want them. Each meal comes with a step-by-step, easy-to-follow recipe card and pre-portioned ingredients and can be prepared in 40 minutes or less. The only way this could be easier is if they came over and cooked it for you. Check out this week's menu. They should have like somebody from Blue Man Group come over, right? With the Blue Apron, you know? Is there any blue food? Blue potatoes? I don't know. Check out this week's menu and get your 2 meals free. Why didn't they do that on Breaking Bad? They should have had a guy from Blue Man Group smoking that blue meth. And that right there is why I didn't write for the show. All right, free. All right, by going to blueapron.com/Burr, you will love how it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. Don't wait. That's blueapron.com/Burr, blueapron.com, a better way to cook. Check out this weekend's menu and get two of your meals for free. That's right, with free shipping. Sorry, I forgot that part. All right, let's get back to the podcast here. All right, so old Billy fucking Fat Cakes. I'm in a writer's room and I blew out my fucking sciatic nerve, right? So I have not been working out and I've been trying to eat the best I can, but I finally bit the bullet and stepped on the fucking scale the other day and I was 183. So my fighting weight's 172. I went down to 163 last year. I knew I couldn't sustain that. That was like my emaciated fucking, underwear model weight. But I still, no, there's never been a redheaded underwear model, a male one, I don't think. But there's always a first. So I really want to be like 172. So I just said, I started yesterday. I got my birthday coming up on June 10th, and there cannot be an 8 anywhere in my body weight on my birthday for life. I've just decided that. That's it. It's not fucking happening. So this morning I was 181.6. I got my gym right outside. My back's feeling good. I'm actually doing fucking legs and eggs today, right? Legs and eggs, the foxy lady. Hey, guys, come on down for legs and eggs, right? I'm fucking doing some squats, and dude, the gym is the shit. The fucking speed bag, the atomic holds, the pegboard. I just walk right up. I want a fucking bench. I don't have to worry about anything, you know? I got a wireless fucking speaker, right? I actually don't. I have this, I got this other thing. It looks like a Marshall amp. Looks like the head of a Marshall amp. And you just plug your phone in there. And I just crank like fucking AC/DC and fucking all the shit that I love. Guns N' Roses and all that. Like back in the day. And my goal is, one time in my life did I ever put up 225. And for you meatheads left over from the fucking 80s, 225 was the shit, because that was 245-pound plates on both sides, right? And you just brought it down and right back up again. And I did that back when I weighed about $165. So I am an old man now. So right now, you know, I just got the 45s on either side. You know, whatever. I'm working my way back. And I also know how to build myself up without hurting myself. I always make sure, if I'm going to go 20 pounds up, that I can do 20 pounds less at least 6 times. And then I just go up and see, you know, if I can do 20 pounds up like 2 times, maybe 3, and I just work my way up. So I literally started out with just 25s on either side. You know, did that 10 times, and I threw the 35s 10 times, and I put the 45s on. I could only do it like 6 fucking times. Pathetic. But now I'm back up to 10 reps on all of those, and I just moved up to $155, which I put up like 4 times. So I should have my 80s body back soon, you know, where you just totally overdeveloped up top, and then I have my chicken legs. No, it's not happening this time. This time I'm actually going to do the fucking squats. So anyways, if anybody else has those atomic holds, like what do you, because they give you those plastic bands that you then put like the C-clamp on, and then you can swing from those things. Like, what do you hook the plastic thing from? I got them on my chin-up bar, but the shit in the ceiling is like a fish hook, but it's totally closed, so I can't put the plastic thing in there. I guess I could just fucking email the company, and I could figure out how to do it. Anyways, let's literally babbling here. Oh, who do you guys like in the Stanley Cup playoffs? Huh? In the Stanley Cup final. I got to tell you, after watching the Sharks beat my Blues, I have nothing but respect for those guys now. And I actually really like that team. But then I got a ton of friends in Pittsburgh. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Why is Sidney Crosby so hateable? Is it the pouty lips? Was it the crying after every fucking call for so many fucking years? The guy's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. I don't know. I have no idea who's going to win that one, but I'm going to watch. Bartnick actually invited me over. I got to get back to him. Maybe I'll be able to run over there and watch this. And then if I go over there, I'm not one of those douches that even if I wanted San Jose to win, I would go over there and I'd definitely root for the Pens. You can't, when you see how happy Joe Bartnick is anytime the Penguins score a fucking goal, there's no way to not root for the Penguins. And I'm not even rooting for the Penguins. I'm just rooting to see Joe Bartnick happy. All right, here we go. The questions for the week. Online dating from a lady. Hi, bumbling Billy Butterballs. Hey, I like that one. Fumbling, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. I actually tweeted about, did you see that 4-year-old kid fell into the gorilla enclosure and then they killed the gorillas? I tweeted about that. I was saying how a 4-year-old does not accidentally fall into a gorilla enclosure. I wrote, that was a fumble! Hashtag Chris Berman. There's a fumble! The gorilla's got it! All right, I am a 26-year-old lady, and I met this guy I am really into on an online dating app. I am not on the app for hookups and don't think he is either. We have met We have met up in public places 3 times in the past week, and I can really see potential with him. I'm so fucking jealous that you guys have that app where it's like I'm not on there just to hook up with people. Like, you literally can turn yourself into like a gigolo or a call girl with regular fucking people. It's unbelievable. He said, we have met up in public places 3 times in the past week, and I can really see potential with him. I haven't been to his actual apartment yet, but met him once in the parking garage of his complex. That sounds like a blowjob. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. He wants to hang out and watch a movie at his place. I'm not a prude, naive, or getting any weird vibes or red flags from him. I just don't want to put myself in any potentially dangerous situations or give him any false signs. How soon is too soon after meeting someone online to hang out at their apartment? Dude, what the fuck? I don't know. I have no idea. You don't sound comfortable, so I wouldn't do it. I would, I think if you're going to spend time alone with him for the first time, I would do it at your place and have 911 dialed in the phone in your hand. I mean, I don't know if you're getting this kind of a creepy vibe. Are you getting a creepy vibe because you met him online? My advice is I would not go over there anytime soon until that whole fucking vibe goes away. And that, whether you're a prude or not has nothing to do with anything. That's just has to do with being smart. Jesus Christ. Now you got me thinking there's something wrong with them. You know what? Stay away from that guy. All right. Boyfriend doesn't want a dog. I don't even know how to say this. Hey, Billy. Is that a French word? B-E-T-E with the little hat on the first E. Now I got to look it up. You know what happens when I do this shit. All right. Oh, you know what I actually was looking up the other day? Because I'm a big fan of the 83 Philadelphia 76ers. I was looking up the St. Louis Spirits, which was an ABA team. French to English translation. There we go. It's an ABA team. Oh, that means stupid. You fucking asshole. Hey, Billy, stupid. What was I going to say? I actually looked it up, the St. Louis Spirits, and they had some of the coolest nicknames ever. They had a guy, Bad News Barnes, Fly Williams, and then Moses Malone. Moses didn't even need a fucking nickname with just that it being his real name, Moses Malone, Bad News Barnes, Fly Williams, and I watched. I don't know if I think there's a 30 for 30 on it. It seemed like I saw a trailer for it. Bob Costas was going like, if you need to know anything about the ABA, that team was the fucking ABA. Everything that was great about it, and I believe Bob Costas is a Missouri guy, and so I think that he was doing all those games. If I ever meet Bob Costas, that's the shit I'm going to ask him about. Out of fucking everything, that's what I would want to talk to him about, is about the ABA, where he got his start and all. I just can't fucking believe that, he got to see all that stuff. So anyways, here we go. Billy Stupid. All right. And I'm a long-time lady listener. I love your stand-up specials, and F is for Family is amazing. Thank you. Nice work. Thank you. Thanks again. I'm 29 and I just moved away from Seattle to San Antonio with my Air Force pilot boyfriend. Oh, all right. How does that one go? Off we go into the wild blue yonder. This is my first time living away from home, and he's gone a lot for work. I thought it would be a good idea for us to get a dog to keep me sane. I love animals and was a part-time dog walker in Seattle. My boyfriend, however, has never owned a pet in his life and isn't hot on the idea of having a dog. He's from Iowa, and he believes livestock shouldn't live indoors. Oh, Jesus. I've owned cats and dogs my entire life. In fact, I had to leave my 17-year-old cat behind in Seattle, and it broke my heart. Can you offer any persuasive words to help bring him around, or should I just drop it? Thanks for the laugh, and go fuck yourself. How do you bring him around? Well, you can do what my wife did, and you foster, air quote, a rescue dog. That's what happens. You foster a rescue dog, which means, yeah, just have it for the weekend. And as the bit went in my act, I went from there's no fucking way I'm keeping this dog in a 48-hour period, went all the way to, oh my God, this thing's going to die someday. How am I emotionally going to be able to handle this? You could do that. This is what I would do. Either way, no matter how this works out, I would get a small dog. Okay? Small dog, small problems. Okay? Small expenses, small shits to pick up as you're housebreaking the fucking thing. House training, whatever the fuck it is. Not a horse, Bill. You don't ride the thing. How would you do this? Well, it sounds like he doesn't want to do it. Why would he call it livestock? It's not livestock. It's a fucking pet. I don't know. You know what it is? This is the thing. If you foster a dog, this is what's going to happen. So this guy grew up on a farm, or he grew up in Iowa. This is the thing. When you fucking come home on a farm, a cow's not flipping out and excited to see you. Neither is a horse. They can do little things, but nobody gets excited like a fucking dog. You know what I mean? It's like Dick Vitale. Oh, baby! He's a primetime player, right? Every time you come home, your dog flips out like you just dunked the ball on a fast break and the other team called timeout. That's the way your dog fucking reacts. Now, I know from experiences when I was just a boy and I would walk to school and I used to feed this horse every day on the way. Bill, is this a Tom Sawyer movie? No, it isn't. This was my childhood. And I remember one time it wouldn't come over, so I walked away, and when I looked back, it was doing that walk where it was nodding its head and flipping out for whatever fucking reason. It was like playing hard to get. So I know that they can, I guess on some level, show a certain level of emotion. But like, I think maybe, I don't know what kind of dog. If you get a little dog that has a nice mushed up face, you know, maybe like one of those French bulldogs. Something that snores and farts. Your boyfriend can find it funny. I have no idea. Maybe a dog like that. But I find it hard to fucking believe. Unless he grew up on a farm. And anybody who grew up on a fucking farm on a certain level, like they got this cold-bloodedness to them. You know what I mean? They've just seen too much. They've seen fucking animals slaughtered. You know, like when they were a kid. Like their dad goes, "You want chicken for dinner? Is that what you want? Quit your crying. You want chicken for dinner? All right, you come out here. You come out here, right? Come on out. Which one's it going to be? Dad, I don't want chicken anymore. No, you said you want a chicken. Now pick one out. Boy, if you don't I'm going to fucking have you for dinner if you, all right, that one. Then he fucking just grabs it, puts it on the chopping block, and then hands that kid the fucking cleaver. Go on, do it. I said, do it! Right? They lived through that at like the age of 6. So they don't look at animals the way we do. And I got to be honest with you. I remember one time I saw this guy shoot a fucking cow because it was bullying the other fucking... It was shot a steer because it was bullying the other steer. They couldn't figure out why they'd come back, the next morning and like 2 or 3 cows looked like they fucking... Somebody tried to extrapolate some fucking information from them, right? Is that the right word? I don't know. That they got slapped around. Like they walked into a door and they couldn't figure, who the fuck's slapping the shit out of these steer? And it turned, they figured out which one it was, so they were like, all right, we got to kill this fucking thing, but here's the deal. We don't want the thing to be stressed before it's killed because that'll affect the taste of the meat. So what they do is they just sort of, and they just sort of pen it in, and how you doing? Doopy-doopy-doo. And then they just fucking take out a gun. Blam! They fucking kill it, right? And I was like, oh my God. So then the guy had like this tractor, and they tied up the back of its legs. They tied up its back legs, and then they just lifted it up off the ground. Then they gutted the fucking thing. All the blood's pouring out, all the fucking entrails, and I'm just sitting there going, oh my God, I'm never eating meat again. This is fucking horrific, right? And then once they fucking chop the head and the legs off, and they get the fur, the hide off, and they started chopping it up, I went from like, oh my God, I'm never eating meat again, to my mouth watering, going, holy fuck, Look at all those steaks. And this guy was cutting them in like 4-inch fucking slabs, like Fred Flintstone fucking steaks. And it's just like, dude, you could literally eat yourself to death and not get a third of the way through that fucking cattle, or what, a steer, whatever the fuck it is. So I think the thing about it is if he grew up in Iowa anywhere near a farm, that's how they look at animals. They look at it like, this is a food source. And don't get too emotionally attached to it. Keep it outside. Do not give it a fucking name. And when it can't make you any more money, you give it the old fucking right there, Fred. So he might be a lost cause. You know what I mean? And as bad as that might be for you, I got to tell you, like, the fact that he can wall off those feelings like that is great if you ever have an intruder. Because God help him when the intruder gets those farm hands around him. Fucking throwing bales of hay since he was 4 years, like a farm boy strength. Jesus Christ, every offensive lineman for Nebraska just grew up fucking punching steer in the goddamn head. The fucking maniacs. So the fact that he grew up in Iowa, it might be a lost cause. So I would just say try fostering a dog and try to just get one that is cool and chills. But if your boyfriend's active, maybe you want something that's a little more athletic. But you can have a dog that just wants to chill while you watch the fucking game. I mean, that's the best. That's why I love my dog. My dog is fucking shredded. It makes me want to work out. But then also, it is down to take a nap any fucking time you want. It's not like those sheep herding fucking lunatic dogs that have like ADD. And if you don't give it a project, it starts fucking eating the door, But anyways, good luck with that shit. All right. Beyonce's album. Dear Billy Def Jam, my girlfriend was listening to the new Beyonce album for a couple days straight. I let her listen because we usually listen to my music, which is music she loves anyways. I didn't say, it's funny, I let her listen. You know what? It's okay. You can listen to that. I didn't say anything for the first few days, but then I just started getting sick of hearing the same songs. She understood this and did not take offense because she's a great girl and I don't waste my time with shitty girlfriends who can't communicate. Dude, I got to admit right now, at this point you sound like, a girl's a great girl as long as she wants to do everything you want her to do. She's a great girl. I'd say I'm sick of 2 days, I'm sick of your music, and she's been listening to your music for fucking ever. Maybe I'm reading into this. Anyways, later that night, we're at a bar with her friends, or with her friend who has a really annoying name that rhymes with Smalline. She brings up the album, the Beyonce album, and how great it is, and my girl laughs and says, yeah, I burnt this guy out with it, pointing to me. Her friend saw this as an opening to regurgitate every stupid soundbite she's read on a blog. Apparently, I'm not comfortable with women being in a dominant position, or if a guy did what she did, I wouldn't care. Yeah, I know. This happened when that Alanis Morissette album came out. And I remember enjoying some of the music, and some woman in a bar was going like, do you even know what the song is about? Like I should, like I had some relationship with Alanis and she was yelling at me. Like, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? The song's either fucking, you either like the music or you don't. I don't give a fuck what she's singing about, right? At the end of the day, yeah, if you could be singing row, row, row your boat, if it sounds good, I'm going to listen to it. Like, I'm not necessarily a fan of her shit, but that one that she did with Jack White, I like that song. Because the song sounds good, and I've heard it like 10 times because Nia's been playing it, and I cannot tell you one fucking lyric in it. I don't even know what it's about. But anyways, I finally had to interrupt her and explain that while I think what she's singing about is annoying, you said it annoying, is annoying. My only complaint was that I was tired of hearing the same songs for 3 days straight. She wouldn't even listen, ignoring me and the words coming out of my calm mouth. Dismissing logic, I turned to my girlfriend and said, how can a girl as smart as you have such a one-dimensional friend? Yup, she tossed what was left of her drink on me. Wow, this chick is way out of line. It was a beer bottle that was almost empty. I barely got any drops on me. She got mad when I laughed and turned and stomped off. Did I say too much? Did I say too little? Listen, I'm not saying you're not a dick. I think what you said was perfect. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with you, at some point, your girlfriend should have stepped in and been like, guys, maybe she was, guys, settle down. But whenever an album like this comes out, I mean, she realizes that album is just like a big fucking, isn't that like, just like a big fucking, what do they call it, trolling? Isn't she just acting like that happened? I mean, I don't think she let calluses grow on her feet and do all that shit that she said. She always looks like she just came from the spa, and I don't give a fuck what that guy did. I don't think she's interrupting that. Maybe she made the help go down and go through that biblical shit that she was talking about. But whatever, they got to have that fucking, not everything's for you. But I understand if someone's like playing an album 3 days straight, you'd go fucking nuts. But I think you went too far because you insulted your girlfriend's girlfriend by, in a roundabout way, insulting your own girlfriend. But that you have to understand, like, women like that, like in this day and age, like this is like, they're so into that shit that you're not going to convince them one way or the other. That's like the type of person that acts like an asshole and just goes, guys are intimidated by me. And at no point are they ever examining like their own behavior. It's like, did I tell you what, guys, when I was in Seattle, when that woman came up and fucking slammed her hands on the stage because like the stage was up to her chin, and it scared the shit out of me because I couldn't see anything because the lights were on. I thought someone had jumped on stage. And I felt like that jolt, like right before you're going to get into a fight. And I looked down, and there was this woman, screaming at me or whatever. And I just said, first of all, she was standing there forever, and no security did anything. And I joked. I said to the guys in the crowd, be like, dude, how many times would we have been choked out at this point and dragged out of here and thrown into fucking traffic? This is one of these women privilege moments where you can just disrupt a fucking show. And she's been standing there yelling at me for like 30 seconds and nobody moved to do anything. And then finally I just said, ma'am, can you please take your seat? And she goes, oh, I'll take my seat, but I don't need your permission, is what she said. And it was just like, it's like, all right, I get it. You're a feminist, but like, you're applying it like, in this instance, I'm not the bad guy. You're the asshole. I know you have a vagina, so that makes you this terminal victim in your fucking world and that you can never be in the wrong. But believe it or not, at some point you can be the fucking asshole. And what you did was you remained calm, which is the way to beat anybody in a fucking argument, is as they get heated, you just stay calm. And when she had nothing else, she threw her drink at you and then fucking stormed off. So it was weird. You won that argument, but you owe your girlfriend an apology because you made shit weird between her and her girlfriend, and you kind of insulted your own girlfriend in a way. Having said that, I applaud you for saying that because that's fucking hilarious, and I actually wish I could have seen that. Because anytime those types of songs come out, there's always that type of shit of like, oh, you're just saying that because this, you're just saying that because that, and I don't know. You know what I don't like about that shit is then you just have this built-in fucking excuse. So it's like, oh, so you're never in the wrong. If I call you out and say, X, Y, and Z, it's because of my own issues. It's never you. Jesus Christ, that takes me back to Daisy Buchanan's in like 1990, whatever, when that Alanis Morissette fucking album came out. All right, here we go. Boxing or porn? Jesus Christ, there's a it's fucking wide variety on this one. Dear Bill, I'm facing a dilemma in my life, and I was hoping to gain an outside opinion. I'm a 20-year-old male, and I've always had aspirations of becoming a professional boxer. However, I have a problem. I fear that I'm addicted to sex. What? I already don't believe this. This is such a fucking left turn. I don't even believe this is causing problems in my relationship with my fiance. I'm absolutely in love with this woman. She goes out of her way to make me happy. Sorry, I got the hiccups. I wolfed down my breakfast before this. She goes out of her way to make me happy, sacrifice so much just to be with me, and also pleasures me often. Gross! Why can't you just say you have a wonderful sex life? Pleasures me often. I got to picture you with your head thrown back. Why would you do that to me, you cunt? All right, the only problem is my sexual frustration with her. We have passionate sex many times during the week, but I still want it even more, eventually ending up growing angry and resentful towards her when she doesn't want to. Jesus, dude, go rub one out. And later feeling like an asshole. This brings me to ask myself, should I just fuck for a living? My fiance and past partners have always complimented me on my performance in bed and my stamina. Jesus Christ, this guy's going hard on Memorial Day. Should we have a parade for you? Going up to 3 hours on occasions. I love the sport of boxing and have always worked toward that, but this problem I have sometimes just makes me want to drop everything and go fuck the world. Any advice? This is real or fake. This is great. Any advice you have regarding this problem, my relationship or career path will be greatly appreciated. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. Well, look, if you're boxing, you're in great shape. You know, I don't know if you got the porno dick or not, but you definitely got the stamina. But, dude, you don't want to go into that world. If you have other fucking options, you don't want to go into that world. And, you know, there's very few, like, the people who seem to make the zillions of dollars, which is still really hard to do at this point because porno has become free, seems to be the women. They seem to be the ones that can be a star just because guys watch, I guess, way more of it. So I would say, Jesus Christ, am I going to tell you to go get your head kicked in or fucking go join the dark world of porn? I would say boxing. This is what I would do if I was you. You know, you usually say if you look, dude, you know something with your fucking sex drive. They always say, you know, boxers right before a big fight they abstain from sex for 10 days, dude. You know, your only problem is you're gonna be coming in, then your balls are gonna feel like they're fucking through the tarmac, whatever the hell you call it, the squared circle. Yeah. I say you keep fucking boxing, you abstain from sex, and hopefully you're good at boxing. You know, that's not a fucking good profession to just be okay at, because you're gonna be fucking, you know, your brain's gonna be mush. Why don't you try the UFC? At least you got a chance of, you can tap out. You can just not saying you don't get knocked out, you don't take a bunch of headshots in the UFC, but I mean, you can get, you know, an arm bar. I'd rather have an arm bar than be knocked out, because you can tap out before they pop out. You dislocate your elbow. You get choked out, which sounds horrific to me, but every professional fighter I've ever seen is like, dude, I'd much rather get choked out than knocked out. You just go to sleep, and then the ref stops it. You're fine, right? I got to tell you, that's one of the oddest questions I've ever had. I don't know, dude. But God help you. If you become successful as a boxer, you're going to become famous, and God help your relationship then. There's no way to jerk it out of yourself. Go out and lay on the front lawn like one of those sprinklers. Just fucking, you know, shoot all your jizz out and then get on with your fucking day. Go do your road work. Running with your hoodie and your Timberlands on. I don't know what to tell you, dude. That's way beyond me. You sound like you need a therapist. Jesus Christ. I want to believe that one was true. I don't know about that one. But anyways, that is the podcast for this week. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Enjoy your day off. And I'll check in on you on Thursday. Yeah, that's right. All right. Go fuck yourselves.